BORTLE here, but not there. Just want to congratulate Tom on getting top 4 at the West Texas Maximum Gold Case Tournament hosted by Croc Cards. He was unable to take home all the gold, but he took home a playmat, so that's pretty cool. And if you want to get one of those playmats featured in this video, contact me via social media, guys, at Team BORTLE. Oh god, yes. Without further ado, take it away with the rest of the deck profile, Tom.
Team Golden Age here with
Tom.
Perpetua.
Yes, sir.
What did you do yesterday?
So we held a gold case tournament at our locals, and once again I played Orcust because nothing else thrills me this format. And while I lost in top 4, I was undefeated and first after Swiss.
Nice. All right, let's get into this Orcust goo that's been doing you well.
So, if you've seen any of my other deck profiles, like, the list doesn't change very much. Like, these are all the ratios you should play. 3 Girsu because this card is absolutely insane. If we had Harp, this deck easily, I think, would be even at 1. If we had Harp, this deck would easily be one of the best decks of the format. Just because it grinds better than anything. 3 Nightmare, 2 Skeleton, 2 Wand. You play 1 Brass because if you open Girsu Nightmare, this card's insane. It just gets you the full combo without having to like do anything. 1 Gizmek. I've contemplated actually cutting this card from the deck, but when it comes up, it's super nice and it allows you to make alterations to your lines of play, such as going into Zeraboros, which just puts your opponent on a clock. We play these 2 cards. Pretty much, it's just kind of Dark Monster Turbo at this point. Oddly enough, I saw this card once, like in the past 6 weeks. Don't ask me why. I don't see this. I see this one almost all the time, at least comparatively. Game 1, it's really fun when you open this and a Girsu because you just have the follow-up play if you don't die. So the deck needs extenders because Girsu plus any extender gets you your full combo of Rusty plus IP. I think the best one's the Dangers, and we play the really small package. Another one to consider, and I have considered, is playing Bigfoot because if it summons and you're playing against Dragoon, you can just crash into the Dragoon and take care of it that way. Pops floodgates, things of that nature. But these cards are all really good. It's pretty just the Dangers are still insane even at 1. We play a really small PK engine because you don't want to see them yet. For some reason, my deck likes to draw these. I see these more like than anything. But like you play cards that kind of help fix things. Then we play hand traps. Nibiru was probably the best hand trap that I played. This card's really good. If you're not playing it, then I don't know what you're doing. I played Gamma. This card was actually kind of underwhelming for me this weekend. Looking back, maybe this should have been 3 Ash and a Rhoda or a Harpy's Feather Duster in the main, something like that. I believe I summoned Driver more times than I summoned Gamma. I actually tribute summoned Driver twice because it's the best card in the game,
Guaranteed.
But yeah, I tribute summoned it the first game of the day. I tribute summoned it because it put just enough damage on board for game. And then in Top Cut, I was playing Dino and he activated Mystic Mine and past turn with a monster on the board, and I had IP and my Rusty. So I just tribute summoned over the Rusty, made a Phoenix, popped it, and then was able to combo off from there. But Driver, amazing card. This might be the best card in the entire deck. If you resolve this, there's a 90% chance of you winning this, especially if you have the right cards in your hand. You send your Nightmares, you can send Fog Blades, you can send your Rusty and a Fog Blade. It's really fun. Sometimes if you have an okay hand, you can resolve this, sending a Crescendo, and then you just have Crescendo in the end phase to do that shenanigans with that, search your Girsu, and it's a follow-up. you can really strategically play with this card, and it's absolutely insane. Even though it does nothing against Virtual World, just so fans at home know. We play 2 return, 3's a brick. I don't like. I was playing Allure, but this is searchable, and it helps set up your graveyard. One ofs. I keep seeing this card. Foolish is pretty standard. Reborn's insane. Forget which matchup it was exactly, but I got Lanciad, and because of Reborn and the dangers, I was still able to end with a Unicorn, broke his board going second, and a Ding. This card is really good, and Babble's still insane. And then the same small trap lineup of these cards. Really, in the main deck, since I feel like I don't need to explain everything again for the 3rd time now, these are really your flex spots. You got about 7 or 8 of them in the called by. Just depends on what you're playing up against at your locals, at a big of case tournament, whatever you're playing against. We play the I don't care about Dragoon out. I don't care about Dragoon out. This card's insane at 1, even still. Access Code Talker is really easy to make in this deck. The only issue with this, in this version, is just you only play darks. So you get like 1 pop, but you can banish something like a Taya and then bring it back at 1. Zeraboros, if you draw Gizmek, you just suddenly make like your lines into Zeraboros Turbo, and you put your opponent on a clock. Unicorn, IP, Nightmare Package, Barricade for those awkward hands of like 2 Phantom Knight monsters and a Nightmare. It still gets you into your combo. And Link Karibo. This card beats Dino.
That's fair.
Because you just tribute their token. And then for the side, Lancia. This card's actually okay because you can't just like shotgun it like most decks can. So it kind of hurts you on your turn. I went with Skullmeister. I figured there'd be a lot of cards that would trigger in the graveyard. I didn't resolve this. I did normal summon it twice to get another body on board, and that's a big body with 1700 attack. It was kind of became between this and Ash, and I went with the Meister. This card's insane. Still over Alpha, I'd play Pank. We went with Twin Twister. I didn't think we'd see too many Eldlik, since that's kind of falling out of favor again. So you kind of want to pop multiple cards, and discarding is really good in this deck. 3 Dark Ruler in case there was a lot of combo or something dumb. I actually sided this against Zoo. Negate the Zeus, negate the Dryad. 1 Feather Duster, and 1 Reboot. I did actually resolve this against Zoo when he flipped Judgment on me. So that was a pretty clutch. But deck doesn't have too many flex spots, and I just recommend playtesting Orcust if you want to play with it, because it does take a lot in the grind game. But if you get like your engine going, the deck is really difficult to beat, and just hope your opponent doesn't play too many hand traps. I'd like to give shout outs to Team Golden Age, as always, Crop Cards, Patriot Games for hosting the event. I'll give a shout out to David for not convincing me to play something different the last couple of weekends, because Orcust decided to still be kind of relevant. Who else do I need to shout out? Shout outs to Jonathan joining the team. Shout outs to Dylan for not punting before Top Cut and getting to the finals. Shout outs to BORTLE for the BORTLE mats that went out to top 4 for prizing. And shout outs to YBM for also being a sponsor for what was a pretty fun event this weekend.
All right. We'll see you guys. Like and subscribe.